Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Welcome to Saturday night's main event. I'm your main man, the number one chief rocker in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezy. And we are here in an unusual spot. So we're doing a special program. We got the big boss man in the building, ready to talk that talk the way that y'all like to have that Knicks talk to y'all. And he is going to be joined by a Lawrence Tears legend. He's going to be joined by a Twitter legend. He's going to be joined by our thread legend. And first of all, I had to introduce this in such a way where is if you are on the Twitter thread, the infamous Knicks Twitter thread, you already know what is to come, right? Your main man, Uncle Freezy, legit had his social media life saved twice and once by each of these gentlemen, right? Let me bring in our much revered social media specialist. I call him the big boss man for a reason. I call him a big boss man because nobody gets a point across on social media like the big boss man. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Woodshed 1914. Wood, what's good, bro?
Man, salute. How's it going this evening, man? The year of our Lord 2023. We still here.
We still here. We still here. Now, hey, we got to bring in our guy. He is he's esoteric, but he's also he takes the 30,000-foot view on a lot of things. But when he gets those guns blazing, bro, he can be very esoteric. So I already know what the conversation is going to be like. Y'all listen, don't have nothing on y'all laps. Don't have nothing in y'all hands. Because when y'all see the three of us on the same screen at the same time, somebody's going to be jumping up and down, shouting somewhere. Let me bring in our man's Freaky.
What's going on, people? What's going on?
What's good,
What's
boss?
going on? What's going on? Stop it.
Yo,
Stop it. What's this
what's
deal?
Twitter gonna be doing if all three of us are here? If all three of us are here, who's on
It's
Twitter?
it's quiet. It's quiet on Twitter when we outside. We outside now. It's quiet.
Yeah,
Twitter's
man.
quiet right now. It's
Yeah,
crickets on Twitter. Ain't nothing worth reading on Twitter right now.
nothing, nothing, nothing on Twitter is worth reading right now.
Bunch
So,
of grunt.
I know y'all have a thing where y'all want to kind of have this conversation, man. I just want to throw out a couple of topics though, real quick, just so that we can have a foundation. First of all, I just want to say this to Wood, Mr. Woodshed. I understand that's your nickname because that is what you do to people on Twitter. You legit take people to the woodshed on Twitter, right? I understand this, but in this visual platform, I'm gonna ask for a little grace for you not to take everybody to the woodshed at one time. If you could just elaborate, just speak to your points, speak your truths, you know what I'm saying, as you know them. But here's my thing: is this front office sandbagging so that they can get a second contract? Are they holding back their best hand so they can get another contract first, and then they'll play their best hand?
I think we can answer that with a resounding YES. And my thing about them is part of me wonders if it's fear. If it's fear of making a mistake. Um, I think that once they get that second guarantee of years in the contract, I fully expect them to go all in at that point. Because we know this owner. He can say whatever he wants to say. He can be out there in the spirit doing concerts or whatever. We know if the money gets shaky, he gonna step in. You know what I'm saying? So right now the
Right.
money is good. They got a good solid team that's gonna make the playoffs. So the money's good right now.
Right. Right.
But the moment they miss the play, like if they miss the playoffs again for the second time in 3 years, the money gets shaky. So yeah,
Ooh.
I think they kind of hold their chips, and then when they get that second round of guarantees, yeah, they'll go all in at that point.
Okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Free Keith. Um,
Mhm.
I
So
need some help with that one.
I can understand that logic, but like I feel like those people who make that like playoffs just for the money um argument don't like ignore the extremes of what that argument means, right? If it is that you just want to make the playoffs because you are a business person and you want extra money, right? Would it not then behoove you to get further in the playoffs as each round of the playoffs brings more money? It's weird to me that people kind of fall back on a very, very easy kind of like uh, semi corporate logic of like, oh, he's good, he's making it to the playoffs, he's getting extra money. If the play is for extra money and if that's what he's motivated by, then he must be motivated to get a chip because each successive round of the playoffs brings even more money. So I don't subscribe to that at all. I think we building something serious. I think that there's deliberate intention involved. I think that there's a deliberate intention involved. And one thing that we're not accustomed to do, oh, I should say, not accustomed to see as Knicks fans, is a very patient front office. And I think it's not them that's scared; it's us that's
Mm,
scared.
mm.
What if we lose quickly for nothing? Oh my God! If this is yeah, like we are full of fear. Oh, Mitch contract, they didn't extend him. We're gonna lose Mitch for nothing. I'm scared we're gonna lose Mitch.
Right.
You know, my thing about them is
Mitch is our
I,
longest tenured Nick now.
he is, and I'm telling you, like let's be real though. James Dolan is not a basketball guy. Like he's just
It's just
not.
facts. It's just
He's just
facts,
not.
though.
So I think that I'm not saying that he doesn't care. What I am saying is, as long as the team is profitable and they're not a laughing stock and they're in the playoffs, that dude will let Leon Rose stay forever. Like that's easy. Like I give you a perfect example. Like let's say that Leon Rose was the president of the Lakers, right? And Donovan Mitchell was available. He wanted to go to the Lakers, and he didn't get that done. It would have been consequences. Regardless of the facts, regardless of the scenario, regardless of the caveats, it would have been consequences because they see that as an increasing their opportunity to win a championship. Like with the Knicks, there's no like it's no like I feel like if we make the Eastern Conference Finals this year, losing 6 games, first round next year, first round the year after, Simmy's like he's safe. He's safe. Like and then you talking about a dude that's been here 7 years, going on 8 years. He's safe. Like it's no pressure. So I got to get a championship in these 5 or 6 years, or I'm fired. Like it's no pressure on the basketball side. Now they can't go out there and win 12 games, but I mean it's no pressure to actually win a chip.
Right. Right.
I don't see that as hmm. Are all 30 of the front offices around the league, are their front offices, are their presidents all under pressure to get a chip?
No.
No, no.
No. So then we're operating as the majority of the league operates then, right?
That's my problem.
No,
But
That's my
when I say
that's
that,
why Woodshed's point is heavy. That's why Woodshed's point is heavy, right? Because the rest of the league doesn't make the money that the Knicks make.
Exactly.
You
We in
know
the
what I'm
but
saying?
top three or four
we
every
make
year.
money. We make money win or lose though.
Right.
We're the top. We're the top. What is it? We're the top most. What you call it? Franchise like
And barely
during the
now barely.
during the 10 years that we were out of the playoffs.
Right.
We were we were the top value team. Cats still spent their money on the team. Dudes, like you're not people gonna spend their money on the Knicks. Like we got the strongest, widest range
I got a
fan
Knicks
base,
shirt on. I got a Knicks shirt on right now, bro. The season ain't
and
even
that
start.
costs money. Like you're
Bread.
saying, like win or lose, they're getting money out of our fan base. Like we're that crazy. That's what we do as fans. So like the money aspect to me is not as much of these guys still got reputations. They still got what like we act as if like we're just looking at this like fans. These people are like this is now career people. These are their jobs and businesses. Like these, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to switch the framework. Like they still have to build towards their own personal legacies and notoriety. So you saying for 20 years he's just gonna be? I'm just fine getting the check from Dolan and not make no. Everybody got personal legacies on the line, up and down,
Okay.
up and down. How many spins around the sun Tibbs got left? How
Mm.
many? You know what I'm saying? Like like I'm just saying, bro. Like that's like these are the holes in that argument, man. Like we're not thinking about. We don't add all those other factors into. We just look at it from like what we like just the side that we get to view as fans, and then we craft the whole story around that. Like, dude,
No, I think he missed my question.
this dude Leon is a professional at his job, like you are at yours. Like, and yes, you're getting a check,
I'm good at
but
mine.
there are other there's the other things that are around that. You want to grow to other positions. You want to do other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that requires some success in the corner where you're at.
What about what I'm asking though?
At least that's my contention.
What about what I'm asking though?
What's that?
Are they sandbag right now? I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about what they've done before. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And all that. I'm talking about right now. Are they sandbagging now until they get a contract extension for them to make a major move? Is what I'm saying. Like will they make a major move and have it fail right before it's time for them to get re-upped?
Absolutely not.
And have it fail?
Absolutely
Right,
not.
right, or have it be at risk, have it even be questioned. You know what I'm saying? Look, because this is their they haven't been here 4 years, but this is their fourth season. So they hadn't been
This is
here.
their
Yeah,
fourth season. Yeah,
they hadn't been here 4 complete seasons. But what if they make the move? Say, for instance, Drew Holiday. Say they gave up what the Celtics gave up for Drew Holiday basically equates to Emmanuel Quickly, Mitchell Robinson, an unprotected first, and a pick swap. Say they give that up for Drew Holiday, and then Drew Holiday comes here and he's Kemba Walker or Derrick Rose.
Mm,
dude.
mm.
They definitely can't afford that.
Right. Nobody
They
can.
can't afford that.
Right. Nobody
And
can.
and it's funny from a fan base that like want them to make every move for every player that pop up. They know they don't even want that.
Hold on.
They know, you know what I'm saying? Like some of those kind of situational what people are willing to give up for Drew Holiday, who's not even like to me a star that will be able to change our fortunes, is ridiculous. Like I'm not giving up Mitch and IQ and a first rounder and a pick swap. I'm not. No, like that sounds totally preposterous.
See,
Not for Drew Not for Drew Holiday.
I was out on him, and what tripped me out is you had cats.
I like Drew. I think that he has
he's a good player, but you had cats on the thread saying, "Oh, you can send him quickly," and I'm like, to me, it'd be dumb to trade quickly for a older version of quickly. Like that would just
quickly. Yes, like what? Like why? That like you working backwards, like that. Yeah.
Nah. And then the same dudes would be like, you say, "Oh, let's trade RJ for Paul George." That's crazy to trade RJ for Paul George, but you willing to trade quickly for Drew Holiday? Like, make sense to me.
Make it make sense. Like, and see, this is what I say. Like if a move isn't made, just like people are angsty. Like we have this built up angst when they don't take a second to really analyze. Like, yo, man, okay, maybe that don't make no sense. Like if I've said for 2 years that like, oh, I project IQ to be like a Drew Holiday, why would I then trade young Drew Holiday for old Drew Holiday
for a more expensive older
and not just trade him, add picks to younger Holiday to trade him for older Holiday?
Nah,
come on, makes zero sense. Makes zero
but
sense.
But in my honest opinion, man, I do think that at this point in their tenure, they're so close to that contract extension point. I don't think they're gonna risk anything. At least not right now.
No,
at least not right now. Because
honestly, I only think that RJ got the extension that he got at the time that he got because the deal for Spider was falling through, and they wanted to make sure that he was feeling all right. Because I know his agents know he was in the deal.
That was an emotional move, man. Yeah. Not
they had to make him feel all right.
I'm sorry.
They had to make him feel all right.
That was an emotional move right there. That really was.
Was the Julius Randle extension a emotional move?
Yeah, for Julius, I would have got more money.
Yeah, I mean, because if we being 100% real, like he could have demanded more money than he got. You know what I'm saying?
Even the guys, I recall when the info on that extension was dropped. On the thread, even like cats who did not like Randall, everybody was surprised that the money what it was. Everybody was surprised that he took that little bit of money.
It won't happen again, though. and that's why I say like as far as them making a move, like the clock is ticking because everybody can't stay. With the way these contracts are now, when you got max and you got super max. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't stay. You got to make a decision. But here's the issue. They've already drawn a line in the sand right now and said Jalen Brunson's boys are going to be here for the next 4 years. To me, if you commit quickly, and this is just me being honest, if you pay quickly $20 million right there, to me, that's not that he's not worth it. I would pay him. I'd pay him $25 for $100 million over 4 fights. You committing more money into the bench than you are. I'll just stop right there.
Committing more money into the bench than what?
You're gonna have 2 or 3 dudes on the bench making pretty much the same money as Mitchell Robinson. That's crazy to me. Crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me.
Mitch got to blame his agents.
You have Hart more money than Mitch. Making the same money as Mitch, and you have 3 bench players making more money than your center. That if you don't have him, you're done.
Right.
You done.
That's that ain't Leon's fault.
That's my issue. That's my issue with them. Like, I keep telling people, y'all keep saying the Paul George trade, not y'all, not Freezy and Keith, but people were saying that Paul George trade was a bad idea. Because he's going to want $40 million, but we commit $30+ million to the bench.
We paying 48-19 right now.
I mean come on. But that's what's the
team more? Paul George or DiVincenzo and Hart? Help me
understand.
Help me understand. And if they went young with it, like we got Deuce McBride, but we brought in DiVincenzo. Like, we don't want Paul George. We don't want Paul George. He's gonna ask for too much money, but we just get 30 something on the bench. That's what I don't get with these guys. The front office and the fan. Oh, that price is too high. Okay, you ain't want to pay 30 for Spider, but you paying 30 something to the best players.
Why would
Dudes that
why
want
would
to play.
but would why were they brought here? Why was this specific regime brought here as opposed to another regime? What was
They
their,
were brought here.
what was the purpose of bringing them here?
Listen, if you go to Creative Artists Agency website right now and look at those basketball clients, you see all them names like Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Paul George. That's why they were brought here.
Look,
That illustrious list of clients of top shelf NBA. That's why they were brought here. And
they were brought here. They were brought
one.
here. They were brought here to make this team a winner, bro. That's
All
how
you need
y'all
was
thought.
one.
That's how y'all thought they was gonna do it. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get a chip. We get a chip without them acquiring a superstar from the outside. Who's gonna be mad? Who failed?
Well, I'm glad you
You know
said
what I'm
that.
saying?
'Cause to me, that's my goal. Like that's I've seen the Knicks teams go to the finals, go to the conference finals. Like I've never seen them win a championship. And that's why
Ooh.
I'm not pro homegrown. I'm not pro draft picks. I'm not pro free agency. I just want to see a chip. I don't care if everybody on the team
Wait. Who are your other team? Who else do you root for? Because it sounds, when you say that, it sounds like you're thirsting for a championship just for any team. Like do you
No, no,
what
no, no,
other
no, no, no. No, the Knicks are the lone team that I root for. The Razorbacks have won a championship. The New York Mets have won a championship. I still remember the '86 World Series. Bill Buckner,
okay.
shout out to him. The Giants, I've seen them win four Super Bowls, and I've
Okay.
seen the New York Rangers win a Stanley Cup. So the
Okay.
Knicks are the lone, literally the only sports
They
team
the
I cheer for
holdover.
that has not won a chip.
The Knicks haven't won a championship since Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford were in office.
Yeah.
Bro, like, and that's what bothers me. I'm looking at expansion teams like Toronto win a championship, Phoenix,
Yeah, man.
The
Miami.
Suns going to the finals,
Man,
bro.
yeah, they have really good management. That Toronto team had very good management. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they kept a good team together. They kept the good team together long enough to actually strike at the
But
point
they
where,
made that move. They made that
yes,
move. Nick
at
fans just go,
that
we can't give up Jamal
at,
and Pitts and Podol. No,
at that yeah, they
they
made
made that
that move.
move.
They made the move at the right time. I
You
think
don't
like
think we're as
every
good as that
move
Raptors team is right now? Like I'm saying, like this. I think we're as good as that Raptors team right
we
now.
haven't we haven't proven that.
I,
But before Kawhi,
Have
I
that
think.
I'm saying when they had DeMar and they
Mhm.
had Kyle Lowry, I think this
we haven't
team
proved
And
that.
is as good
Valanciunas.
as this right now.
The
We
Yeah,
Valanciunas
could
Toronto
and Jonas,
team.
Jonas.
while I would agree with you, it would be emotional because they really haven't proven that yet though. They have not. LeBron was the only thing holding that Raptors team back, and they'd be there to meet LeBron every playoff.
Okay.
And
So
no other team could beat them.
let me put it this way, right?
So we should wait 6 straight
Um,
playoffs to trade for a star, is what you're saying?
No,
you can't do that.
everything. No. No. It's that's all theoretical. It's not apples. It's not apples to apples. I'm just saying the idea is you like you gotta wait. Like you got to wait and suss out the right moment, the right situation for things to play out and the stars to align. It's like the whole idea of the rain dance. You look at somebody from the outside of the rain dance, they think that the dance causes the rain. And you then ask the person doing the rain dance, and they'll tell you, no, I dance until it rains. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take the ride until the moment comes. And when the moments come, everybody's gonna be like, oh, they were super patient to wait for the right deal. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Let me
I
ask you
don't
this.
I don't think a thing is never coming. I just think that it's not something that I'm like, if they don't make this deal today, that one is never coming. I don't think that at all.
Let me ask you this.
That's how the Celtics start
Both
season.
both 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 of y'all. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Who would you say right now in the NBA is the equivalent of a Kawhi Leonard? Like right now. Like who would you
Of
say is the equivalent
Of
a
that
Kawhi,
of that
of that
Kawhi
level?
or this
Of,
Kawhi?
of, I'm
this
no, I'm
Kawhi,
saying
yeah,
of that level of player of that Kawhi.
At that time.
I'd say, I'd say, um, SGA.
Perfect example. Okay,
I'd say
so
SGA.
so I put it this way, and I know you're not afraid to catch heat, right? So let's say it was an option on the table where we could get SGA, and we had to give up RJ quickly. Um,
Mm.
got to throw Fournier in there, and then three unprotected, right? Would that not? I'm asking your honest opinion. Would that not put us in what you feel like would be positioned to win a championship right now? Like if we drop SGA
Mm.
into this lineup, and you got Brunson, SGA, you still got Hart, you still got DiVincenzo, you still got Mitch. If you drop
Mm.
him into this team, I, who gonna beat us in
The,
the East?
I might, I would consider doing that deal only because I might consider doing that deal only because I feel like SGA, like what losing IQ for what he can become, it would not be any better than what SGA is and can, you know what I'm saying, and can get better at. So I'm cool on making that deal. Fine. Like, yeah, like I'm not scared at now watching IQ blow up and being losing him or trading him a year too soon because the return is somebody who, like, even if even if IQ catches up to, you know what I'm saying, the idea of him surpassing him probably won't happen. So I'm fine with that trade.
Okay, I
And
got
actually,
that.
the more that,
Now I got an idea on how you see the situation. Okay, I got it.
you know what I'm
I got
saying, like, not
I got it.
like defensively, it's not a big loss because SGA does his thing defensively as well. So, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to me, like, the pain of, because my whole idea for the run, why I'm behind the run it back for this particular season is because of all the question marks I have about IQ and Grimes, those two in particular, but like other little question marks around the team, but like those two in particular, I am super, super, super scared that we trade them a season too early.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like Grimes and IQ are probably my favorite two players on the team right now, and the reason I like those two kids is because, and this is no knock on Brunson. If Brunson's shot is not falling, he's not really adding that much to the team.
Mm.
If Randall shot and RJ too, their shots are not falling, they're not really
But
adding much to the team.
but you're getting a lot of rebounding still
Get
out of
rebounding,
Randall,
but
out of
but
Randall.
if quickly shot is off or Grimes shot is off, you're still getting that defense. You still they're gonna impact the
Agreed.
game. You're gonna impact the
Agreed.
game in some kind of way, and that's what you want
Agreed.
out of your role players. That's why honestly, I had a conversation earlier today, and I was telling Freezy like, look, man, like to me, in my opinion, right now is the time to make that move because if you look across this roster, everybody's value is as high as it's gonna get. Like I don't think it's anything that these players can do to increase their trade value above what it is right now. Now, do they have to be overzealous and empty the cupboard for a mid level guy? Nah, but there's some names out there like Brandon Ingram. I would give up something significant to get Brandon Ingram.
Hmm.
Um,
I didn't
Showing up
like
would give
his
up some.
I didn't like his summer performance, but yeah,
I mean,
Brandon Ingram.
because going back to that playoff, he was cooking. But
Mm, mm.
somebody like that wing position at 6'8", like you said, SGA, I would give up something significant to get SGA because when you look at this roster, that's what we don't have. We don't have anybody that's a wing slash forward dude that can guard multiple positions, create for himself, create. But we like literally don't have that. You know, Lord willing, R.J. Barrett can become that with some consistency, but I just ain't seen the consistency yet. So
Yo,
I mean,
two seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, he opened up the season talking about he wanted to be the best two-way player in the league, and and then steadily got worse on defense for the next 2 seasons. Like, I understand. Like,
man, I want to didn't I want to say didn't he have something like in his contract where I think it was
yeah,
some of
like
his contract where if he
I think
averaged
he got some
20.
trade. Yes,
It was some of this contract where, am I right, Freeze? It was something in RJ's
I
contract where
heard.
if he averaged 20, it's like some type of incentive or something. If he averaged 20 points a game,
I think so.
I heard this too. I'm not how sure I am about it, but I heard it from other
I
places
had to
as well.
I had to
Right.
pull up his incentives in that contract because like you said, 2 years ago he was dead set on look. I want to be a two-way player in this league. I don't care about the
Oh,
scores.
that's
But
that's what all his stands was telling me. Like, oh, like, oh, they gonna be
uh,
crazy this year. You hear him talking about the two-way player, so he gonna be crazy. And then his defense like proceeded to
Steadily.
decline all the way into the next season. Like,
yeah, I got to go look at
Like,
his contract.
yeah, RJ ain't like Free Keith. When Free Keith
but I
get in
like
the
RJ
gym,
though.
he turn into diamonds. RJ get in the gym and he get bulky. You know what I'm saying? RJ looked like he a step slower.
But
RJ
it,
the only
it's
23
He
year
don't
old
look.
that lost a
He don't
step.
look like he don't look. He don't look like he has step. But he's looked like he's less committed on the defensive side. Like, and I don't
yeah.
like, and I can understand it if like, oh, your offense is super up, but it's not. Like, so you just saving your energy for what? Just give me some defensive intensity.
RJ the
So let me
only
ask.
RJ
Let
the
me ask this
only
question.
23 year old that worry about father time.
Let me ask you. Let me ask this. What has to happen for Quentin Grimes to get more opportunity with the
he
basketball? Like whose game needs to change the most for him to get more opportunity with the basketball?
his
Ooh.
his
You think
he needs
his?
to be his.
I
He
I
needs to
I,
be
I
more
mean,
aggressive. He needs to be more aggressive.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall in the locker room because like I don't want to go as far as saying I think he can be special, but he can at least be a John Stark type. You know what I'm saying? He can at
Bro,
least be that.
dude, he can be special. You can say it. You can say it, bro. You can say it.
I mean,
Grant's gonna be special. It's
I'm
gonna be special.
just looking at the team like in terms of Brunson gonna get 15 to 16 shots up. Randall gonna get 15, 14, 15. RJ same thing, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like it's I wonder where the opportunity is gonna come from. Because I'm gonna tell you this, Dante DiVincenzo, that boy ain't gonna be scared to shoot. If he open, he shoot. Period.
And he may even get plays ran for him. But what I'm saying is your Grimes, I don't know. I feel like there's something special. I could see him putting together more of the offensive and defensive parts of his game this year, that those things that we liked offensively and defensively. I could see him putting that together today, this season. And I see him probably even handling the ball a little bit more in terms of like, oh, pushing the ball up from fast breaks and everything. Like, I definitely see, I can see a situation where a lot of those times where we saw him pass up the ball, he's moving with the rock
But see,
this
this
year.
is that from confidence
I
or is
think it's
that from
confident.
coach or coaching? Because
Probably a little bit of both. Like, you got to coach the confidence.
you can't tell me this dude is untouchable in the trade for Donovan Mitchell, and then you're gonna curtail his touches saying, "Hey, look, get the ball to Brunson, get the ball to RJ, get the no." If you open shoot, that's the way I'm looking at it. Prove to me that I was right by holding you, by you being the missing piece from the Mitchell trade, me holding you out of that. Prove me right. Shoot if you open shoot.
Have you heard any of those any of his these interviews during media day and the early training camp?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really listen to the media day stuff anymore.
Me
I
neither.
Um,
feel you. I feel you on
uh,
that.
Ever,
It's a bunch.
yo, the one,
It's
one.
mostly
Remember
hot air. It's mostly hot air. So I see where you say. I see where you going.
now, the stuff that he did during the summer, like when he was going back, he's working with Penny, he's working with Jay. I did listen to him talk about that because to me, that's impressive because he's blending, you know what I'm saying, two players that make up today's modern shooting guard, which could be like a Penny Hardaway kind of do it all, and then a JJ Redick, which you get your set shot when you don't have the ball. So he's learning advanced skills with and without the ball, which is important. So
One part that I took away, one of the interviews that he was doing, I just took away this little part because it was, it was interesting to me because I did feel this way as he's describing it, and he was like the last 2 years where each year was kind of like a different focus. He was like people like the offense that my shooting the first year, I got injured, so it derailed me a little bit towards the end. But he's like, it was my it was my shooting that people that really kind of like engaged me in what I was working on and what people were appreciating my first year. He's like, second year I was kind of more focused on defense. And he's like, I was more focused on bringing up my defensive intensity and making good on my defensive assignments and defending the best player on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was, and I could literally see as he's saying it because I'm thinking about the games. Like, okay, I'm thinking you're being more timid. You're focusing on defense. Cool. He was like, this year, what his plan is to put it together, to put it all together. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for that. I'm here for that because like if the better parts of that first year and the better parts of this second year is what the focus from the first year, the focus from the second year is what you're trying to focus on blending this year. I think that there's something special to come of that, and I also believe in his ability to do it.
but will he? That's the biggest part, you know. Will he? You know what I'm saying?
Grimes,
Because
I don't know why he has given me nothing. He has not sold me any Wolf tickets, so I can't. I don't know.
like
I
I'm gonna tell
can't.
you what I would like. I would like to see. So for example, say if we get out, we playing Boston and we in the first game, and at the end of the first quarter, Brunson is 2 for 7, Randall's 1 for 5, RJ is 2 for 6, and Grimes is 3 for 4. I would like to see him keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the
Mm.
ball. Shoot the ball, shoot your shot because these guys they're gonna get there at some point or other. They're gonna call for the ball. I would like to see him shoot a shot because do I think he can be a bigger piece of this puzzle? Absolutely. Do I think he can be one of the most critical pieces to the puzzle, just like
But
Mitch?
let me
Absolutely.
say this though. Let me say this. And it seems like I keep cutting one. I don't mean that, man. I just want to interject just two things, just really quickly. When you go to the game, bro, Randall is always in Grimes' face, telling him to shoot.
Always, always,
Right? For one, I've seen it with my own eyes, bro, on multiple occasions. Randall
always.
going straight to Grimes and like, yo, shoot the. What are you doing? Shoot the
If if if
ball.
if we
That
had
is the reason why I say it's Grimes. Is the reason why is how Grimes is going to. Grimes has to change his game. He
Right.
gets he gets opportunity for the ball enough for us to evaluate him. He gets the ball.
Right.
Dude, stop passing that. Don't pass
but
that shot up. Take that
you
shot.
got you got to shoot it though, because plenty of time Grimes has gotten the ball with 8 seconds left on the shot clock and kicked it to somebody. No, bro, shoot the ball.
Yeah, no,
Shoot
bro.
the
Shoot the
ball,
ball. That's enough time
bro.
for a rebound, bro. Shoot the ball.
Shoot the ball. And the other thing too, when y'all mentioned the media day and training camp media sessions, y'all remember when we used to be on Twitter like every day, like tweeting like 17,000 tweets a day about the Knicks, and it came out of training camp that Frank Ntilikina was 6'7.5".
Oh
You remember that?
God.
It was like, yo, Frank
Oh
Ntilikina grew over the
God.
summer. He's actually 6'7.5".
Yo,
As soon as
dude.
I saw that, I was like, yo, these media days, bro, these training camp,
Yeah, man.
I
Cats,
don't
Yeah.
pay attention to nothing. Remember when Mitch was
Cats
crossing
was
over in the
so
gym?
hungry. So hungry. Yeah, the crossover, the gym crossovers
Oh
we thought was
yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you the Kemba Walker and every 48 media day that did it for me.
That did it, bro.
That did, after that, I was like, man, I'm done.
Mitchell
I'm
Robinson out
done.
here with that Jim Crow era crossover in the gym against dudes 5'7".
Yeah,
I'm like,
after that, I was done.
I'm like, yo, come on, bro. We gotta stop with the hype train, bro. That's when I stopped watching. Right there.
Yeah,
Right
yeah, I was
there.
done. I was done. And like, here's my thing. Like, people, and this is a hot button topic all over Nick's Twitter, right? Leon Rose talking to the media, and I think that if something good happens that's unexpected, you probably want to talk about it. If something bad happens that was unexpected, you probably want to talk about it. That's the reason my favorite professional league is the NFL. Those dudes, the presidents and GMs, every season they are in front of the media. If the Giants go out there, when they went out there and signed Daniel Jones to that bad contract, guess what? They had to talk to the media and say, and the media asked them, "You think we can win a Super Bowl with this guy?" Yes, I do. They have that, so you have the answer for that. But in I can't say with the NBA because some presidents and GMs they talk to the media. He doesn't do it. So it was something like, to me, last season would have been, he should have been in front of the media as soon as the season was over with Brunson right next to him. But the issue I have is that even if it's media fodder, you still will want to see him physically answer the question, what is your plan for the franchise?
Can we
What
just
do
have
you
a
see us doing?
representative of the front office?
and that
It
and
don't
Somebody,
even
that's
have to be. It
I
don't
feel
have to
like,
somebody.
be
and
Leon
that's the
Rose.
question. That's the question that's not that they don't want to answer.
No,
That
I
is
knew he wasn't.
the question. Like that is that
But see, I knew he wasn't
no,
talking
that's
after that. After that Mitchell thing, I knew he wasn't talking here. So that's a watch. But see, here's the
no.
thing: like, like it. I shouldn't feel like Leon Rose and World War West are like Tommy from Martin. They got a job. No,
You just don't
I
know
don't
what
know. I
it
don't know what they do.
is.
Like they say, like my brother's a Heat fan, and he sent me an article. And they were saying that Garrison Rosas, who didn't even have a job title, was the one negotiating with Danny Ainge and Leon Rose. I said, this dude Tommy from Martin, bro. He got a job. Don't
Right.
nobody know what it is or what he
See,
does.
Yeah.
He just know
but
he go
that
to work.
that is over. You know what's so funny? And it's always us. Like we the Knicks fans, when the Knicks are involved, like we tend to overblow our side and this, that, and the other. In all those trade talks, in all the even the major ones, this, that, and the other, the people working out the deals are those guys. It's not even it's the the presidents don't even talk until like the specifics of the deal is worked out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's regular. That's super regular. And he wasn't talking to Ainge. He was talking to his counterpart who works for Ainge, the same guy, like the guys who manage the deals, who talk out the details.
Freaky.
Never did
Come
he
on,
talk
bro.
to. What are you
Come on.
talking
Bro,
about?
Come on, bro.
this man didn't even have a job title, bro. He didn't even have a job title at the time. He was a
right. He
consultant.
was he was just in the
Come
organization.
on,
They
bro.
may as well have let Tim Hardaway do it.
Let,
But
let, let me let me negotiate the deal.
but
You know?
the point that I'm getting at is, bro, NBA players for the
Mm,
most part, NBA players have standard industry contracts, bro. It's not like you moving different types of commodities in different industries from offshore accounts, bro. You know what I'm
right, it's
saying?
all guaranteed money.
Nah,
These dudes have
yeah,
standard sports contracts, bro.
but it's more than just the contracts. You weighing out things. You like, okay, no, like I got two firsts I can give you. I can't give you more than that because we don't feel like he's worth X, Y, and Z. Well, we need another second. We need, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you can't, it's not just about the solid contract. You got,
Yeah, it
like, you
is,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? There's negotiations going on.
Would it's
I'm
like
trying to hustle you up, you trying to hustle me down.
what it's nah, man. It's like partners, bro, bumping uglies, right? But one part, once yo, I need some foreplay, and then after, and I'm like, well, I'll trade you some foreplay for two Newports afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. And the middle part of it, both sides want the middle part of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is all it is. We acting like this dude is reconstructing rockets from scratch, bro. It's not that either you want this thing or you don't.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, man, it's
Like, like,
not.
like I just feel like for Donovan, like the dude's literally chilling in your city right now. Like he chilling. He at the cookout with Quickie
Yo,
right now. They at the all white party right now. They chilling.
Right
He's
now,
ready.
what they living on, yes.
At that point, this is me. I think El Presidente should have got on the phone and got it
the
done.
the moment
And get it done.
the
He in the
moment
Hamptons
that's
right now with your young star point guard. Right now, chilling. They at an all white
the
party. Get it done.
the the moment Spider messed it up for himself. The moment he kept his silence like for mad long, and
Yeah.
he played it well. He answered questions the right way, like, and then like, yo, he got
Was he
asked
not
like,
supposed to be
oh
that though?
no, no, bro. As soon as he answered that question to the reporter, when he's like, well, the teams that I, like, because now you in the midst of the trade talks, like everybody know you getting traded, so you feel comfortable. Now you feeling comfortable, like everybody knows about it, so I can talk about maybe I could throw my hat in for where I want to go. And he said the Knicks, the Heat, or or Boston or some other team or Philly. Dude, 2 days later, he was traded to the Cavs. Two
Bro,
days later.
that man
Two days
told
later. Ainge was
so
not letting him come here. Ainge was
I don't
not
know,
letting him
bro.
come here.
I think that I think they could have made a deal happen, man. I just
Yo,
would it have been expensive? Yes, but
and and and, and
I
see,
was
and that's the other
cool.
part then. So then, like, see, and that's why I say these negotiations is more than just the contracts. It's more than just the contracts, bro.
Nah,
You're
But
bro.
dealing
you know,
with grown
my
men.
thing
You're dealing with grown rich men with egos. Like yo, the layers of all this stuff is crazy.
my thing is my philosophy is all to me, whether it's drafting, whether it's trading, whether it's free agency, get the stars in the building first. Get them in the building first, and then worry about the role players. So that's what my stance was with with Mitchell, because I was seeing, but this dude, the man has played in 40 something playoff games, and he averaged 28 points. Average
Yep.
over 28 points.
He
Playoff run that Brunson had, this year, he averaged that like over the course of a career. I mean,
and
he
Bru-
averaged
and,
like
and he also get average beaten by Brunson. I think like what
that's
hundred
fine.
percent, 100% now in
That that
playoffs.
that,
Didn't
that that's
also
that's
hundred
didn't those
fine.
percent,
teams didn't those teams have Luca
100% right now.
also though? Those teams also had Luca, right?
Not
That
not 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 this one.
Okay.
and
Not
and
this
and
one.
and,
Not
and,
this
and, that,
one.
and that's fine. But if you can't beat them, join them. I keep telling people, who's stopping them now?
Right.
I mean, who's stopping?
And
You
and
got.
if you and who else is
that
on
come
the
from the KD playbook.
I'm
well,
saying,
yeah, that's true. But hey, Wood, let me ask you this: if making trades is difficult, right? Right, and I'm going to throw shade at Free Keith, but I'm going to do it while he ain't looking, right? You know what I'm saying? I respect Free Keith too much to do it in his face, right? So, but here's the thing: if making trades is so difficult, how come people that take that stance never say what the difficult part is? They always just point at making trades is difficult, right? So if the making trades part is difficult, what is the difficult part of making trades? And if there is a difficult part, why did you hire people that can't execute it
can't
in the
get it
first
done.
place?
No, see,
I was
we
asking
say,
Wood though. I was asking Wood though. I was asking Wood. I
mm,
was asking Wood.
I mean, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't want to harp too much on the Mitchell trade, but I'm gonna say a trade of that substance. When you're looking at a guy, let's say we're looking at a guy that's a 26-year-old, 27-year-old, been an All-Star game 4 times, been to the playoff every year of his career, give you 28, 5-5 in the playoffs on average. We've seen him actually go completely nuclear in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was a series where they
At
played
Denver.
Denver, and him and Jamal Murray trade 50s.
Yeah.
Get that in the get that in the garden first. Get that in the garden because nothing on our roster can supplant that. Nothing. No amount of
What
players, no amount of get you a
What do you
guaranteed.
mean? We
Get
supplanted
you,
it last season. We supplanted it in the playoffs. He got supplanted.
we talking about one series, bro. This dude does
No,
that
but
for
but
his
but I'm saying,
career.
but
His
see, this is
career.
you're pointing out the difference in perspective about team building. Catch was Catch was on my back when I was like, seasons ago when I was like, yo, I'm looking for a 2004 Pistons build. I don't care about relying on no superstar. I want a good team build with a good deep bench. Like I
Right.
want a deep good team from end to end.
Right.
That's what I want. I want good
He
basketball.
right.
Yeah,
He ain't
and
lying.
Catch was telling me like, oh, that's unrealistic.
He
Like
said
that's
it.
like that's
I was one of
unrealistic.
them. I was one of them.
The no, that kind of team can't win in today's NBA, and it'll be too difficult. Blah 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 blah. Like this is the direction that we going, and that star chasing is nonsense. That
But see,
star chasing ain't it.
if
It's
that's the
not
route you
it.
wanted to, if that's the route you wanted, Scott Parrish should still have a job. Like,
Why?
because he was instrumental in building that in Detroit. He was
Yeah, but
instrumental in that.
but
These
I don't.
guys they don't know how to build a 2004 Detroit. Who's gonna build it?
Who gonna do with Scott
No,
Perry
no,
ain't
no,
even in the NBA?
no.
They don't have any chance to do it.
It's not even a theory about like. It's not even a theory about like. Oh, like to build Detroit. It's the theory of what needs to happen. Like, yo, you need a complete team. Like gutting out your team that you've been nurturing for the last 4 years for one superstar ain't the way. That's not the way. The superstar got to be the supplemental piece to your good team. Like
Man, I don't
it's
agree with that, bro.
I'm sorry, but that's how it's looking like.
Can't.
That's what we're doing.
Can you break
I
that down a
can't.
little bit further
We
though?
got we got a
Like
good team.
like the
We got
old.
a good team.
And let me
We
Chief is
got a
basically
good team.
he said he wants to take the 2018-19 Raptors approach where you got a really 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 good team and then drop the superstar in the middle of that. My thing is I'm saying get your superstar first and then supplement the super. So basically saying opposite things. And I mean I'm not gonna say it's a bad idea is what he's saying, but I'm saying
It's
like
either or. It's a perspective thing.
but
I
it's
understand what he's saying about the '04 Pistons, and he's right that he's been saying it for a long time. But here's the thing about that '04 Pistons team. It's not like they just threw out some ham and eggers. They were throwing out Hall of Famers out there on the floor, bro. They just were now
What do you mean?
household
They weren't
names,
Hall of
bro.
Famers. But you're being you're doing a bunch of revisionist history. They weren't Hall of Famers at the time. They were just very well scouted, put together team.
I understand.
Meaning that before they stepped on the court, the guys in the front office, the talent evaluators evaluated and was
Now,
like,
if you keep that team made that team made
this
the Eastern.
guy looks like they will be able to play
Nah,
well
man,
with
that team
this
made the East.
guy.
Nah, that team made the Eastern Conference Finals 7 years in a row.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
they were good.
Yeah,
They were
But
it
good.
wasn't.
who chose how they put that's what the people who put those talents together were not
We
looking
fired
for
them.
super. They were
Big dog.
not
You
looking
said
for super. Y'all trying to make it act like it's accidental. These dudes
no,
scouted cats that they wanted to grow and develop together.
bro. You said a specific team. You said '04 Pistons. That is
Yes,
one. That's one season. What I'm
dude, that's
telling you,
okay. But
what I'm
when I
telling
say
you
oh
is
04
is
Pistons, I mean that's the Pistons era.
that
That is the
and
culmination of that team,
that is the
of the
era that I'm
years of that
referencing.
team.
That's the era that I'm referencing. I'm referencing that era that made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 8 straight years. It's not
Seven.
like it's not seven.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
seven. It wasn't seven. Hold
yeah,
on. You
yeah. They
Man,
made. I'm saying
it was them. I know it was them and the Pacers for a minute, and then it was them and LeBron, and then them and the Celtics. Like it was, they
yeah,
were
they
in
made it like
contention.
eight straight years.
They
Yeah,
were in
that,
contention for
so
almost a decade.
and
at
It
the
was
then
almost a
time,
decade of
and then when
at
contention.
the
you look at the names,
time,
they
wasn't
starters.
one wasn't one superstar among them, bro.
But
Not
let's not.
one.
They wasn't, bro. They
You-
wasn't on cereal boxes. They didn't have their own sneakers, but they were all stars, bro. What are we talking
yeah, yeah.
about?
You
No,
had a
no, there
bunch
was
of
we got all
you had a,
stars.
but you
We
had a
got
bunch
all
of
stars.
you had a bunch of borderline all stars: Rasheed, Billups, Rip, Ben White, and some of them
Yo,
they made a few all stars in there too. And then you had a bunch of
yo,
borderline all stars, man. Like that, that's it's a reason that only happens like every 30 years, bro.
this is
Yeah,
Like
the second
and
season.
and
This
and
is
I'm
the
gonna tell you
second
Tayshaun
too,
season.
Prince. Don't
This is
forget
the
Tayshaun
second
Prince.
season. This is the
the
And
second
they
reason
season.
and they were not deep. You can't name dudes off their bench.
This is
the
the
Don't be
reason
second
coming at me with
season.
Jason Maxill, bro. If you
This
telling me
is
the
the
Knicks need a
second
Jason Maxill,
season.
I'm gonna jump out the window, bro.
and
This
Lindsey Hunter and Jason
this is
Maxfield.
the this
Oh,
is the second season for this squad as constructed.
But you know
Give
why
them
it's not
give them time. Give them
you
time. Let them grow, bro. I'm
but you
telling
know
you.
why the
All
scenario
right.
is unlikely, Freaky, is because of something you
Why?
said earlier.
What?
Ego. It's
Who's ego? Who's ego?
the whole Knicks roster. That '04 Pistons team was a chronicle of Larry Brown's philosophy. Every single person on the team is pretty much a selfless player. Like that's a team where dudes didn't care who scored what, who rebounded what, who
So
assisted what. But we don't have that kind of roster, bro. These
you
dudes
see
they have
you see
contracts where they can,
selfish?
but no,
You see
not selfish,
selfish on
no,
this team?
but
no.
they have incentive laden contracts. Like if you make, but Jalen Brunson doesn't make an All Star team, it's a certain amount of money he can't get. If he doesn't make an All NBA team, it's a certain amount of money that he can't get. If Randall doesn't make the All, well, he's made the All NBA now, but it's certain things that the individual goals need to be reached for guys to get a certain level of money. And finding a roster of 15 selfless cats like that '04 Pistons team, good luck.
And the rules have changed since then, bro.
I think that these guys, I think, wow, the rules have changed. You can't find 15 selfish cats, this, that, and the other. Why? But right now we're rocking with this young team that's actually like making noise. That's making noise. There's not a superstar among them. It's not a superstar among them. We still making noise, and we coming out of uh, Eastern Conference semifinals where we lost, but like yeah, we can't that team can't build like that team can't through consistency get further
I tell you this,
through continuity get further
they,
like the
it,
Heat, like the Nuggets.
it's a chance that they can get better through continuity, but that don't mean they're gonna go further because like if we being real, man, if you look at the standings last year for the playoffs, the teams that were above the Knicks in the standings, with the exception of Philly, the rest of those teams did more to improve their roster than the Knicks did. That's just me being honest. So the
I
only
I,
thing,
I think I think that
the
I think
only,
the amount of improvement is debatable. But go
but
ahead.
here's what the Knicks are banking on one thing: R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and Quinn Grimes leveling up.
That's three things.
That is the only. I'm saying no, I'm
That's
saying they
that's
all
three
three
things.
have to level up. It can't be two. It can't be two
So,
out
so
of
you
three.
mean the youth getting better?
All no, every single youthful player getting better. Not just
Okay.
one. Not just RJ becoming an all star and then quickly and Grimes being the same. Not just
This is
all three
so
of these.
weird that we're having this discussion because this is what Knicks fans wanted.
Oh, not me. You know, them kids would have been in Salt Lake City if it was up to me. Hey, man, just let me keep Mitch. The rest of them can be in Salt Lake City. Just give me Mitch, and they can be in Salt Lake City. But I feel you though. You're right though. The majority of Nick fans saying we need to build organically. See, I've been watching the Knicks going
This is
across.
how I know that Knicks fans just like to complain.
I've been watching the Knicks across 5 different decades. I've been watching them as a basketball
Mm.
team, and I'm watching in the '80s, the '90s, the 2000s, 2010s, now the 2020s. That's 5 different decades that I've watched Knicks basketball, bro. I have not seen a championship. I've watched across 5 separate decades, not seen a championship. So that's why my And if I feel like the front office is not hell bent on winning that championship, I kind of detach myself. And I'm like, if they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. But I mean, like I've been watching them so long. I'm like, if the Knicks give me one championship, I won't complain for 10 years. You have my word. I'll be like Rock. I'll be like Rock not getting no more. And when people come from outside the thread and they be like, man, this dude a homer. I'm like, no, Rock has
No.
seen two championships. So in his eyes, they can if listen, if I see two championships, they can do no wrong for 50 years. Period. Because I'm
Nah,
saying, yeah,
but see,
yeah,
but
we
that's
went.
the difference. You come with a different kind of perspective, though. Like for those of us who haven't seen the chip, a little bit of that thirst is clouding our perspective, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if I've already seen a chip, I could look at situations a little bit differently. My patience is different. Like I can understand the patience and the what you call it of certain moves. I think like really the angst of not having the chip and just wanting one so fervently makes guys kind of like miss the forest for the trees. Like we're on the road, bro. We're on the road. Like we are solidly on the road. And I don't understand. Yeah, y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it. I understand. Have some solace.
Man,
Have
man,
some solace.
I'm not gonna be long with it. I'm gonna tell a quick story. I have a twin brother, and I can still remember when we were 2 or 3 years old in Staten Island, watching Bernard King come back on Christmas and play again. I can remember that, and we both grew up Knicks fans, and it was probably 1996, I think, and we were watching the Heat series, and I don't even know what we were arguing about, and we were playing the Heat, and I'm trying to remember what happened. I think this is when the suspensions happened, and I'll never forget this. I don't know what me and him were arguing about. We got into a fight, and from that point forward, he would cheer for the Heat to annoy me. So he been a Heat fan for 30 years. And and he didn't seen like three championships. He's seen like three championships, and I ain't seen zero. And I'm like, I mean, that's my thing. I'm telling you, I'm admitting to you. Look, man, when it comes to Knicks, I'm past the point of rationale, bro. I'm past the point of rationale. I've been watching these dudes for 5 different decades, trade them damn kids, trade them damn grandkids. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, if they win a championship, I'll be just like Rock. I'll be just like Rock, man. They can do no wrong. I'll be superstar Julius Randle gonna lead the Knicks to the final. I'm telling you, one,
I'm
You
not
know,
mad
one,
at it. I'm not
Hey,
one.
mad at
Rob
it.
being on Twitter, bro. I'm like, yo, does he really?
Ra's my spirit animal. I love Ra.
I'm telling you, bro. I think he
He,
worked for the
he,
Knicks, bro.
Ra
he's
got
life. He's
yo.
life goals in terms of Nick fandom. He's life goals. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, life goals, yo.
he's life
Hey,
goals,
yo,
man.
that dude got yo, he been around this thing too. It's like I'm
Yeah.
not. Wait, he got stories for days, yo. I'm sure. I want to sit and have a beer with Rod.
Yeah, they used to check me. Yo, and chat for everybody in the chat. They used to check me, right? They used to be like, yo, you be talking like you be around, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it was like. And I'm like, and I was just spitting stuff up top of my head. Like, yo, I remember when the Knicks drafted Bill Cartwright. I thought he was the answer. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks got the number 3 pick. Oh man, all we need is a big man. And we drafted Bill Cartwright, bro. And 2000 party like it's 1999. You know what I'm saying? And Bill Cartwright wound up being
Bill got he got his rings.
He
yeah.
got his rings.
He got his rings.
Ironically,
He got his rings. He
yeah,
got
man.
them.
But
Yeah, man.
my favorite old school season was that 88-89 season when we had two borderline Hall of Fame caliber point guards and ended up with Doc Rivers and Mo Cheeks. Like that's the most Knicks thing ever, bro. Like Rod Strickland and Patrick Ewing would have been magic.
Right.
And that's why I said, like, if I didn't feel like they were on the path to winning the championship, I wouldn't even be pressuring them. Look, man, make this move. Like honestly, to me, if they would have got Paul George in here, I would have felt like we could beat anybody in the East. Now, whether we can beat Denver or LA, I don't know. But
Right.
Brunson, Paul George, Randall, and a competent, you know, like, especially with Mitch on the floor, I think they would have had a serious shot at winning the East. But like, I personally don't see it. I don't see a path towards it unless something unless Grimes, Barrett, and quickly all
Dog,
explode.
we have the opportunity. I should say there are question marks on this team that gives us the room for us to have hope about that growth. And all I'm saying is that's the reason why, to me, this run it back year is very much important. I
Right.
would not do this next year. I would not like. I just feel like the stars are aligned such that this year is an appropriate year, money wise, this, that, and the other. Like, as everything fits in. You do not like nobody expects us to get a chip this year, so we're not a chip contender. Like, we have enough room for this year to be a true flesh it out year. Let's
Right.
see if these, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see if last year was a fluke or if it could be built upon. Because if last year was built upon this year, we got something.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Golden State. Yo, your boy Cam stinking it up for the Lakers right now.
Oh God, that man. I, I'm gonna say this, and this will be kind of the way I close out my opinion of this season because we got what less than we the preseason start what Monday.
Monday.
No, preseason. I thought preseason start today. It's Lakers. Lakers versus.
No,
October
this is
9th.
about Knicks
Yeah, yeah,
preseason.
Oh,
yeah, October 9th.
yeah.
Yeah, October 9th. So all I can say for these guys, man, is like the OG Willie D said, no more talk.
Mm,
No more talk. You got like
mm,
we don't need to see another 10-13 start to the season. Y'all got to come out the gate swinging. You know, y'all got
mm.
dudes that played together all season, went through 2 playoff series together, dudes that won championships together in college. The continuity is there. Like they got to come out swinging, man. Like we need to see them, you know, do their thing. And then my honest opinion is that the glass ceiling is really going to be evident in the playoffs because we got one dude that we know is going to show out in the playoffs. The rest of the roster, man, like with the exception of maybe Mitch, I
We
don't
got
know
stuff to
about.
prove. Let's get that exactly.
I don't know about him. You know,
That
I,
last
I,
part right there. I don't
I
know
don't
about
know.
them.
So
Right.
I mean, I don't want to hear any more talking in the media. You know, like prove it.
Right.
Injury or no injury, prove it.
Okay.
Nah, see, I'm not expecting nobody to be no damn superhuman. Like, but I tell you what, like everybody comes in, or the main guys come into the playoffs clean and healthy. Yeah, I want to see 100%, 110% production. But like, I'm not stupid though. Like, we ask more of these cats than like they're still humans. Like, if I know somebody has a debilitating injury that definitely could affect performance, I'm not holding that against them. That's not
Right.
fair.
Right. We got to be reasonable and rational.
Gotta be reasonable, man.
Man, my
For
rationale is
for
gone.
reasonable and
Expect.
rational. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, we could be
No,
no, no. I was about to agree with you. Like, yeah, like we could be reasonable and still critical, but like, you know what I'm saying, like that reasonable part gotta be part of it.
I'm done. They ran this thing back, man. They ran it back. They added Dante. My rationale is gone, bro. My rationale is gone, and it's not about me being proven right or anything like that. But like, I can't see any like to me anything less than a second round appearance, and and see that's why regular season is so important because you got to position yourself to get a favorable matchup. Like the good thing about the Knicks is I don't think we're that team that people are going to try want to play. Like if you got Cleveland and Philly and they both in the third, fourth seed, and they're like, man, the Knicks are the fifth seed. I don't think either one of them teams are gonna try to win, so they don't have to play the Knicks. So
I think
they're
you're
not.
gonna. I think you'll see more teams try to position themselves away from us than to try to get us.
Okay. So the question I need to have answered in order to comprehend what y'all are saying is why. But instead of just asking you why, I'm gonna ask it in a different way. Right? If that's the case, then who is the New York Knicks best player and why should he be feared in big games?
Our best player.
Man, I'm gonna catch heat for what I say, but it is what it is. In terms of because to me all of it matters. All of it matters, with the exception of the Houdiniacs to a degree. I still feel like what his ability at his position and what he brings forth to the table, I'm still gonna get an edge to
Just
Randall.
say it. Just say it. Just say
People,
it. Just say it. Tell the
I
truth.
know, I know everybody's gonna say Brunson, right? But the thing about it is, if you look across the East, Randall's gonna have more advantageous opportunities as a power forward than Brunson because the East is loaded at point guard now. We just got Damian Lillard, one of the best point guards of this generation, right now. You got Tyrese Halliburton over there. Like you got point guards over there. You got point guards galore over there. So I'm gonna be honest, we ain't going nowhere without him. People can say what they want to say about his game, say what they want to say about his resume in the playoffs. This team is not going anywhere without them. If you go and look at the team, when Emmanuel quickly had to step up and start in Boston, you know what he did? He dropped 38 on 14 shots.
Yep.
So a serviceable replacement is
Is
there at that
there.
position.
Yeah.
At the power forward spot, if we lose Randall, bro, we lottery bound. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts.
I
No
wouldn't think
ifs, ands, or buts.
lottery bound. I feel like we could definitely make the play-ins and possibly make the playoffs. But like cats undervalue really like the value that Randall has to our squad, man.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if Brunson went down, I feel like no,
He's
I'm not
replaceable.
saying I'm not saying
They,
quickly is
not
better than
somebody of his level, but like there's replacement value on the team for him.
right,
Like it's
right. I'm saying if you look at quickly stats as a starter in New York, he averaged
22 points a
21 points
game.
as a starter.
Yeah.
Like so a viable replacement is that, and that's why people get triggered. So, oh, you're a Randall stand. No, I'm not a Randall stand. I'm just using my common sense and looking and saying, okay, we
Common
got a power
sense.
forward that is like people don't understand how productive you have to be to average to average 25, 10, and 5. That's an average. Like we seen the dude go out there and drop 40 on Miami and hit the game winning shot. Like people look at the playoffs, and the playoffs are they are what matters in the end, but you can't ignore 70 games of production, leadership, and some nights straight up dominance. And that's
And
just my
just
opinion.
and just
Best
being there for
players
70 games. How about that? Like you can't even
so
get that out of stars these days.
yeah,
Just
so
even being there for 70.
if you cut that up and put that on the short, bro, the comment section is gonna be on fire. But
Right.
that's just my honest opinion. That's not to take anything away from Brunson. If he goes down, I know I got a serviceable replacement there. If
Yep.
I lose Randall, I don't know what the team gonna do.
Right.
So if you say who's the best player on the Knicks right now, I'm still gonna give it to him.
Okay.
I think I think that Brunson is the best player, but I think Randall is the best weapon.
So
And
Randall is more important.
I don't
For
that thing
this
about
team,
him that for the team, yeah, probably
I,
so. For
yes,
this
for this
team
team,
as constructed, for this team as currently constructed, Randall's probably actually. I mean, people will hate to say it, and I'm all kinds of Randall stands for saying it, but like Dog, Wood is 100% correct here. Like replacement value wise, there's no replacement for anywhere near what Randall can do on this team at his position. No replacement.
Like it's like not even close, bro. Like
Yeah, there's not a close proximity. Like you can argue if Brunson goes down, you throw IQ in there, you got a serviceable. It's not Brunson, but like his ability will be serviceable to like not lose you a game that Brunson has to sit out. Who even when we had Obi, I wouldn't even say Obi is a significant um equation to what Randall brings. Nah,
like if you look at the
not at
games,
not at his position.
nah. If you look at the games that quickly had to step in and start this year when Brunson was out, bro, he looked like a upper echelon starting point guard. Like
He was
he
he
did
was
like
comfortable. He was very comfortable.
he did like I'll never forget that Boston game because I'm like, oh man, we finna get smashed.
Right.
And even the
Yeah,
Boston game, I'm like,
everybody thought we was about to eat that game, yo. Everybody thought that.
Right.
I was
And,
like,
and, and especially in context, that was in the middle of a 3 games and 4 night stretch. Remember, you
yep,
had back-to-back games. Boston was a back-to-back game, and then the next day you had a day off, and then the next day you played Charlotte.
play him again.
Yeah, so we played, and what happened was we messed around and beat Boston, and then had a day off, and then lost to Charlotte, came out flat.
Lost to Charlotte.
Yeah,
But man,
Can't,
like people
can't
people get they can get mad, but the dude has made the All Star team and All NBA 2 out of the last 3 years. Like when the last time we had a Nick do that?
do
Melo,
I still think it's carryover.
Ewing,
Like cats don't like Randall. Yeah, and it originated from him not being KD that we were promised. And I think like that initial residual kind of like dislike, it's found itself very hard for him to wash it out. Like
Free Keith. At what
to
point do we clean out the ashtray, though, bro? I mean, we
I
can't
don't
just keep putting butts in the ashtray. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we got to clean it out, bro, and just get over it, right?
I would think like but like hey man, people differently emotion, man, and hold on to things, but like I find it very hard to that for anything short of him scoring the winning basket in a championship run. You know what I'm saying, that would give him any better grace in his Knicks fan areas. Like the dude, I don't know what he got to do.
I don't know if there's anything that he can do at this point because
I don't think
I
so.
mean,
I don't think so.
I mean, like you said, short of being the Finals MVP and averaging 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists, like I don't. And even then, you will have people saying I still don't like him. But
Can I offer?
He's
Can I offer?
like,
Can I
I bet
offer
you,
an
I bet you
alternative,
he
bro?
can't do it again. I bet you he can't do it again.
Can I offer an alternative?
What?
Here's the alternative that I offer. And
oh boy,
when Randall does this, I'm telling people are gonna go get 30s tattooed on their chest, especially Anthony D. Right? All it takes for Randall to do is be himself and elevate the Knicks to a level that they have not been to in years.
Mm,
What I'm saying is if Randall has what's reasonable for Randall? 25, 11, and 6. If Randall
I
has
mean,
25, 11, and 6 in a game 7 victory in the second
yeah,
round that gets us to the Eastern Conference Championship, I think people will start erasing their memory banks.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
what it
know,
is.
bro. That
Those same
Randall
cats will
thing,
talk about
I,
like, oh, there was that one pass he didn't pass to RJ.
that
nah,
Randall
nah,
thing.
nah, because think about this, Wood. Think about this. Think about how often you hear a Knicks fan talk about Frank Ntilikina now.
Yeah, because he's not on the team. But I bet you if he was still on
Right.
the team by some miracle, like you'd have those cats who's still waiting for him to turn into Trevor Ariza.
6'7". Frank is 6'7" in European measurements. Yeah, I know.
But Randall, it's just different with Randall, man. Like, and then when I've had people say, I don't even. It's not that I don't even like his game. So what is it, bro? Like,
So what is it? You just don't like him. You don't like the idea of him.
Right.
That's what it is. I had to come to that understanding because like you'd ask people like, oh, I think that they need to get rid of Randall. All right, cool. Why?
You talking about State, man? State crazy. Man, State crazy, bro. You talking about State?
Man, bro,
I hate Randall. He a low IQ player and
Get him
blah
off
blah blah.
my
Like,
team.
get him. Yeah, well, are you serious? So like,
Come on, bro.
so how did we get to the playoffs those 2 times?
Right. You missed the
I think-
playoffs like 4 years in a row. Randall get here, you make it 2 out of 3 times.
You
And
mad
now
at him?
And now you mad at him. Yeah.
I think that Nick Nader said it perfectly when he said Randall is our regular season mule. Like he gonna give you that work for them 82 games, and when the playoffs hit, man, people got to step up. But I agree with you that if we just need him to be Randall in the playoffs, he ain't even got to be.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Just be Randall.
But see, I still don't know because some people just like the dude posted a picture of it was like him, Kendra Randall, and the babies, and they was courtside. They had it all white on, and people were saying, "Oh, that's corny." I'm like, come on,
Yo, dude. He ran over to kiss his wife after the game. Cats was like, "Oh, he ran over to kiss his wife before he dapped up his teammates." Like, what are you hating on, man? Like,
Kenya Martin said that. I can't wait to see. I can't.
And it
wait
wasn't
to
just
see
him.
Kenya Martin, so I could tell Kenya Martin he smelled like
Kenya
perfume.
Martin started that joint.
Yeah,
but like you got Knicks fans.
Kenya Martin, what kind of perfume you be wearing, dog? You know what I'm saying? You think that man went to go kiss his wife and you mad? You a clown.
But then you got Knicks fans.
Kenya
you got Knicks fans parroting it.
Baby Gap. Kenya Martin probably wearing a onesie right now. Soft ass. That's what it made me so mad, bro. You like this man just kissed his wife and you talking trash because
I don't like that.
Bro.
I don't know about that. I don't like that.
You know what are you in the heat of the moment? Bro, you got lips tattooed on your neck, B. Come on.
Yeah, come on,
you talking about kissing and you got lips tattooed on your neck?
But I was floored when I saw that. I'm like,
and then the Knicks fans that took that on their back and started parroting it, like Randall don't care about the team. You see, he's for y'all some real.
Yeah.
But like, there's some dudes. I guess there got to be a guy that gets hated on the Knicks by Knicks fans. It just got to be a guy.
It's got to be a dude. And
I'm glad you said that because I've been saying this for years, and y'all know I've been saying this for years. The best player on the Knicks is usually the most hated. Like he's usually the most like you.
But Melo wasn't.
Melo was blamed for everything.
Yeah,
Melo was blamed for everything, and I'm like, Melo's still playing good ball, but it ain't Melo's fault that he's starting with Ron Baker. I'm telling you, it was. I saw a half-court interview where they were asking Melo about Ron Baker and his confidence, and I'm sitting there looking like, Melo, I feel for you, bro.
Right
now, Melo got to sit here and lie.
And they got you with a locker room full of bums. And but in New York, the best player catches the heat. And I'm looking at the roster like, okay, this dude ain't performing. That dude ain't performing. This dude is underwhelming. This dude ain't living up to expectations. But we focus on the dude that's producing. Like,
bro,
it's backwards in New York.
It's been
like I said, my brother's a Heat fan. He ain't complaining about Bam and Jimmy. This dude talking about Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson saying they need to step it up. With the Knicks fans, it's like, oh man, I don't like the way that Randall plays the game. Okay, who you gonna kick it to, bro?
Yo, we need a scapegoat every year, though, bro. So the best thing to do is just,
it don't go right without a scapegoat.
Yeah, if you a Knicks player, like if the three of us played for the Knicks, bro, we'd have to like help old ladies across the street wear white every day, bro, and go babysit kids in order not to get on the Knicks fans hit list, bro. Because all it would take is for Free Keith to pass me the ball one time and for me to bobble it. And I'm the scapegoat for 82 games, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm the reason why there's a 53-year curse. That's what
Jesus.
Knicks fans do, bro. It's crazy. It's psychotic, bro. It's psychotic. Yo, you remember Alfred Payton? Remember when Alfred Payton was the
Oh
scapegoat?
God. Listen. I talked to
For,
somebody that had their kid go to one of Albert Payton's camps, like in Louisiana, and one of the kids asked him, "Why do Knicks fans hate you so much?" And
wow.
you remember when his mom was on Twitter defending him
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Twitter?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
a kid asked him, "Why do Knicks fans hate you so much?" Like, and that's why, and that goes to Freaky's point. Like, these are human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Okay.
a dude showed up to my job and was booing me, like I probably give him a thumbs down too. But
Yeah,
like,
that to me is embarrassing. It's as a fan, especially a New York fan, it's embarrassing to me how many cats took that so personally.
yeah, and still talk about it.
And you know who he was doing the thumbs down to, right? The dudes, the season ticket holders that Dolan
That's
got the
on
beef
the
with.
that's on the court heckling them. You mad? It's a personal affront to you that he's standing up for himself. Like you so fragile that all you like. We're Knicks fans. We pay season. So like that allows you to be able to heckle somebody and they just got to swallow it. You could say any inappropriate joint and not get spoken back to. And
Right,
when they do, you soft, you delicate.
right.
Come
And
on,
so
man.
and the thing is, I was at a game where RJ Barrett cussed dudes out under the rim.
I saw it,
I mean,
and nobody said a word.
RJ Barrett, I think we was in Orlando. I think Orlando cussed these dudes out so bad, and the ushers came to like, y'all gotta kind of quiet down, man, on the RJ thing. And all Randall did was to them dudes is give a thumbs down, and then everybody onesie come unbuttoned all of a sudden. Everybody
But
dropped their binky up under the couch all of a
but
sudden.
but,
You know what I'm
but,
saying?
but
Because that man gave a thumbs down.
wasn't it Knicks fans that was heckling RJ? Because I saw the video where RJ was like, "Yeah, but you watching me, right? You watching me, right?"
No, I
It was
wasn't at
television?
that one. Now that was in Detroit, right? I wasn't at that one. I
Okay.
was at the one in Orlando
And I don't
when
think that those were Knicks fans.
no,
Mm,
no, no, these were Knicks fans, bro. I saw it.
mm.
These were Knicks fans, bro. And RJ is a saint on the road, bro. No lie. RJ Barrett on the road, y'all, is a saint. I'm telling you that when teams call timeout, they go check on RJ, bro. RJ Barrett, man, in Charlotte, in Atlanta, and all. I don't know what it is about RJ Barrett. I guess that's why he the Knicks golden child, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is with RJ Barrett, people love RJ, right? But these dudes was heckling RJ. It was like a whole section. They was heckling
Wow.
RJ, and RJ just walked over under the thing, cussed everybody out, and the dude with the Orlando arena jacket on or whatever, and like was like, "Yo, y'all gotta shut up. Or I'm gonna throw y'all out of here." Basically, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But
Mm.
Julius Randle give somebody the thumbs down, and
Oh,
they
that's the
putting
end of
him
the
on
world.
wanted posters. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's the end of the world, bro.
His
yeah,
fans, his fans mad at that. They still mad at it today. They ain't even see it happen. They ain't even see it on TV. They mad though. I like,
But to
but
me,
yeah,
like I felt like the thumbs down was to people that were booing him. Like I didn't take
Exactly.
anything
That's
from
how
that.
I took it as well, and I feel like that's how any for real, you know what I'm saying? Any for real dude with like any kind of nuts would see the situation as well. Like, all right, yeah, they was booing him.
So
He hit them with the wop. That's fine.
so what are the thoughts about Mitchell Robinson's responses on social media? Is it much ado about nothing, or
Wait,
is he
what
being
happened?
emotional? I said, what are the thoughts about Mitchell Robinson's responses on social media?
Yo, man, Mitch is personally. I feel like Mitch could have used some college,
I think
and
Mitch need
not
a
and not
chaperone,
and
bro.
not and not for the basketball. Like,
Yeah,
yo, I really feel Mitch is mentally stunted. And look, I love him. Like that's one of my favorite guys on the team.
I love
I
I
think
love
he's
Mitch.
not as old in the head as he should be.
I think he's just not mature. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, dude.
I don't think
He lacks a certain, and I'm not even talking about. Oh yeah, you playful. That's cool. This, that, and the other. But like, he lacks a certain maturity, yo,
right,
Mm.
right,
and a certain mature understanding of things.
right,
Somebody calling about me is different than me calling around trying to sell. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Them being the front office calling around trying to sell me.
Right. Right. Yeah, he got to relax on that. Yeah,
He gotta relax, bro. Like he's
yeah,
not. He don't understand the ways of the world in a very nuanced way. Like he gotta relax, yo.
yeah. Honestly, I think New York was not a great place for a person from his background initially.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
he had
Oh
came
yeah,
out, if he
we
had
had
came
those
out and
discussions.
yeah, if he was
Remember-
drafted by say Oklahoma City and could have played in Oklahoma City for 4 years and then came to the Knicks, I think he'd have been better equipped to handle stuff. The setting is different.
But this is
So
why. That's one of the reasons why I actually appreciate Mitch. I feel like his route in the NBA or to the NBA, you know, being on the Knicks and being our longest tenured player. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like all of like fans overlook all of that stuff. How much better, how raw he was when he first got here, how much better he is than what he was.
right, right, right.
Yeah, I still
And
remember
he's
his
a
first
second round
press
pick that's
conference, man.
starting.
His first
First
press
press
conference,
conference. Yeah,
I
he
thought
was.
the dude was slow. I
Yeah.
thought he was slow, gangster.
Yeah.
I even had started that conversation on the thread. Like, yo, like anybody else think that Mitch is off a little bit? Like, I thought he was slow.
Yeah. Scott Perry was protected during the whole.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
let the kid answer the question. Don't answer for him. Let him answer the question.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something controversial.
Another
If
thing controversial? Okay.
yes, it's gonna be a surprise coming from me. If because they should be thinking this far ahead. If the front office is not prepared to give him at least 200 million over 5 years, they need to trade Randle.
Mm.
but I feel like that's gettable though. I feel like that's
If
gettable for him though. I feel
if
like
some
that's gettable.
if they're not 100% certain at this moment that they're going to extend him for 200 million or more, they need to go ahead and trade him now.
What
Yo,
I'm
let
gonna
me
say
tell.
something. I'm gonna say
I think
something
that's
even more
light money.
controversial than
I
I'm
think
gonna say
that's
something.
light money.
I think Randall is just about as good as gone. As soon
You
as he
think he's
switched
gone?
up agencies, yep. As soon as he switched up agencies, and
I don't think
he
so.
was he was at the press conference. Remember when they asked him at the the dude asked Jalen Brunson, he was like, what do you think about bringing in more Nova guys to help establish the culture here? And Randall looked at RJ and was like, yo, what are we, kids? Was this a daycare?
Yeah,
You remember that? And
that was disrespectful.
Jalen Brunson was like, oh, dang, dog, that's a weird question. Remember the look on Brunson's face?
Yeah.
Like, why you gonna
Yeah,
ask? He looked at the dude
I
like, why
am.
you gonna ask me that with these dudes right here by me? You know what I'm saying?
It's
listen,
like that's yeah. That was a whack. Yeah,
that was mad
yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
That's
Mad
one of them
yeah,
questions. That's one of them questions that a reporter would ask to try to catch you up to say
right.
something. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a hot take on a line taken out of context. Man,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
Yeah,
you ain't
that was
catching me.
mad
Or
disrespectful.
or
You ain't
want
catching
or
me.
want to purposely get a comment to take out of context.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
trying to create a situation for me to be flustered in, like, and
Right,
say something wild that's gonna get taken out of context once you report it.
right.
Like,
And
nah, yeah, nah.
right, and the rest of the press conference, and then the rest of the press conference. I don't know if people noticed this, but the rest of the press conference was Randall and RJ chumming up and buddying up to each other. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yeah, I just
I
did it to
mean,
be closer to RJ."
they got the same management now. Like that's I don't know. Like to me, like it's a money play. Like yeah, cool. Like you got rid of CAA
Right.
so you could negotiate better. And I'm not mad at that, but I also don't think that that automatically means that he's out of there.
I
I'm
think it
telling you,
means he. I
And
think it means he.
I think 200 million 200 million for Fob is going to be light.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what is that?
So that's light. If he takes that, I think it's a plus for the team.
yeah. He'll be eligible for close to three
Yeah,
That's
because
what I'm saying. Like,
All NBA.
especially if he make the All Star
and
team
and
again, right?
and I'm not
Right.
even saying, like, oh, what's his name on the Celtics who got the bag? He's the highest paid basketball player ever now.
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown. Like, I'm not even saying to get his bag, right? But if I compare Randall to Jalen Brown, yo,
Right.
yeah, and I give Randall a $200 million bag when this dude got 325.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
he taking light work again. He taking light work.
And
So
especially
yeah.
with the bonuses getting whatever the bonus is getting, Randall gonna ask for at
Oh
least
So
yeah.
I'm
7 million
not
more than that.
these checks are
Definitely.
up. Like they're 200 million. I'm taking that every day. Like if
Every day.
he's willing to sign a 5-year extension for 200 million, I'm taking that. Taking that. Like
That's a
sign him
discount.
right now.
Yeah, that'd
Sign.
be a
That's a
discount.
discount.
Yeah.
That's a discount. Sign him right now.
Hey fellas, I gotta get out of here, man. So
Yeah, me
I
too, man. I can rock with y'all all
It's
night, but I
Saturday
gotta
night.
run.
I'm gonna see if I can exchange some Newports for some foreplay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that, right? Good luck with that, man. I might have to go buy me a Gatorade or something later on, man. So,
I'm
but
about to go tickle a foot myself too.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, boss man, big boss man. This has been great, man. I wish we can do this more often, man. We gotta see what we can do. You know what I'm saying, to get the big boss man roundtable, you know what I'm saying, back in action or whatever. Thank you everybody for rocking. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we all get out of here?
Man, don't
Man,
attack each other. Keep the peace.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, like yo, man, we living in a crazy world, man. It's going to come time we all need each other. So like, we might as well just get started now.
right. And Knicks
Right.
fans, hey, it's only conversations. Don't take it to the extreme. It's only conversation and talking our way through stuff. So, you know what I'm saying, next time I see y'all on Twitter, don't be like, yo, Uncle Freezy trying to trade Randall. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Nah, man. We out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace, y'all.